Hey everyone, it's technology expert Burton Kelso with another tech tip to help you get the most out of the technology in your life. Today we're talking about Google Chrome and how it likes to store information. Well, although that's not a bad thing, it can be a little risk and it can cause some concern to some of you out there that may think, why is Chrome storing my information? Well, the good thing about Google Chrome is that it has transformed itself into a password and information manager. This makes it nice and convenient for many of you to be able to share your passwords through your online accounts and allow you to store credit card information. So if you shop online, Google Chrome is going to be that little helpful piece of software that will allow you to instantly make those online purchases. Is it safe? Well, it depends on you and what you consider safety to be, but it's okay to leave that information in there. But this tech tip is for you or those of you out there who are concerned about what Google Chrome is doing and how it can save that information and what can happen to it. If you want to keep a clean browser as far as Google Chrome is concerned, there's definitely some settings that you can turn off in order to make sure that your personal information doesn't make it to Google Chrome. We're going to switch screens like we always do and take a look at Google Chrome and see how that you can make sure that it's not storing your personal information. Let's switch screens and take a look at the web browser. So what we have is Google Chrome. And Google Chrome is the preferred browser for many of you out there. And Google Chrome has definitely changed some of the features that it offers. One of the things that it can allow you to do is to synchronize your information across different browsers. And of course, it can allow you to store information as well. So as far as the synchronization process of Chrome, um, one of the things that it will synchronize is your websites and your favorite places. So if you turn on Google Sync, it will sync that information, but it'll also store your data too. Now back to our mission at hand. How do we get Chrome not to store that personal information? Well, it's pretty darn simple. Let's get our icon back and let's take a look at Chrome. So what you would do in Chrome is go in the upper right hand corner where the three dots are. Once you're in that area, which is known as the Google menu, and stop me if you're wrong, if I'm wrong. Why don't they just have a regular menu up there with file, edit, like they used to? Chrome likes to be a little bit different, but they position things in different places, but that's not going to stop us from doing our tech tip. So let's go back to where we are. So we're in Chrome, and once you're in Chrome, you just need to go to the three dots in the upper right hand corner, and you'll get a pop-up that says Customize Chrome. Let me hover over that and you'll see it. Customize and control Google Chrome. Once you're in this menu here, then you can go to settings. Once you're under settings, it'll take you to people, which is the first section under Google Chrome. One of the things that you can do to help stop synchronizing your information is to turn off Google Sync. What Google will do when it sets itself up initially is that it will allow you to set up a Google Chrome account. The purpose of the account is so that all of that information will synchronize back and forth, but you don't have to set up a Google account. So if you've got a Google account, you want to definitely turn that off. Now, I don't mind synchronizing my Google Chrome to different places across the internet because, like I said earlier in the tech tip, just makes it a little bit more convenient for you to do your day-to-day computing. The next thing that you want to do is you want to go down to Autofill. Now, this is a section where Google will store all that password, payment information, and you name it. Let's work on passwords. Now, you may see my login for some of my online accounts. That information's out there because it's already email addresses, but trust me, it will not show your passwords or my passwords if I enable this step. So let's go back to our passwords. If I click on passwords, it will show all of the usernames and passwords, and I'm just going to breeze through that real quick so that you can't see that information. But auto sign on, you want to turn off on those accounts, and also the option to turn off passwords. What that will do is that will stop Google Chrome for storing all of that information, which is turned on by default. Like I said, there's nothing wrong if you want to store that information in Google Chrome. It's not like hackers can get into your Chrome accounts only if you use weak passwords, but your browser is stored on your computer. So as long as you keep your computer out of prying hands, you should be safe. Now, as far as payment methods, which can be concerning because people don't want to store their credit card information in Google Chrome. Now, again, this is your discretion. You can store that credit card information in the Chrome. It's not a security risk, only if somebody gets a hold of your smart device or your computer. So, as far as your payment methods, you can definitely go into Autofill and click on that, and you can turn off you can add payments, but if you want to tell it not to save payments or autofill that information, just click the clicker to off, like I've done here, and it'll turn off all that payment information. I'll turn that on because I don't mind if that information's in there. And then finally, another feature that Google offers is to fill out your address information that makes it convenient when you're filling out those forms. That Google will put all that information in there. If you don't want that information stored in there, let's go back to our screen and you can definitely go to addresses and more. And it'll list all of the addresses that I've gone and you've got customer or I've got customer information in there. And you just click off the save and fill addresses and then it'll turn all that stuff off. Um, good thing about those addresses that are in there, none of them are valid for me anymore. So if you think you can hunt me down, none of those addresses will work. So anyway, hopefully this will give you a little bit of information as far as what you can do to turn off some of the options as far as autofill that Google Chrome will leave on by default. Of course, the whole idea for Google is not to store your information, but to make your web experience a little bit easier and convenient as far as storing that information in there. But if you are using someone else's computer and you don't want that information stored, or maybe you're a mobile worker and you're using your laptop and you don't want to keep much information stored on your laptop in the case it falls into nefarious hands, you can definitely turn off that feature for Google Chrome and make sure that no one is storing or seeing your information. So if you have comments or questions about this tech tip, leave them in the comments section below. Would love to hear from you to find out what tech tips you would like to see me cover in future videos. And speaking of videos, I always love to throw my hands up with this. Be sure to subscribe to myself, Burton Kelso, the technology expert, or my company, Integral, on YouTube, and follow us on all of the social media channels up there or out there. We constantly are putting out cybersecurity alerts and tech tips that are going to help you get more from the technology you use at home, in your business, and wherever else you use it. So take care of yourself and do many things to make you smile. And thanks for watching.